everybody, it's Miss Hull here. Thank you very much to all the children who have sent some of their maths activities this week. The Year 14 were really pleased to receive them, and we were really pleased with how well you were understanding the method and having a go at home. It was fantastic. If you aren't yet using the email, you can find the email address on your home learning menu and you can contact us that way. Okay. This week we are going to continue addition and subtraction, but because I went through the methods last week, what I'm going to do this week is just show you some games and activities that you can have a go at home. As usual, I'm using the pause points because you can come back to this video whenever you'd like, or you can pause, have a quick go at an activity and then come back again. To start with, we'll do our mental and oral just like we would in school. Okay, I've written last week's key skills in black, and then I've added what we could do this week in gold around the edge. So last week I asked you to have a look at shape, and what I thought you might like to do this week is develop that a little bit more and think about lines and angles. So just like when we're in school, you could have a go using the lines that I've written down here and the angles here at showing your family how you represent those using your arms. Let's talk through them now and see if you can use your arm at home. Horizontal, vertical, right angle, diagonal, perpendicular lines, parallel lines. I'm going to leave it for you to double check your understanding of those and to check you have a really firm knowledge of them. And I would like you to see if you could go around your house at home and see if any of these lines or angles exist. And then, as always, email us and let us know what you found. We're really interested to see. Now, Lily last week had been doing some telling the time, and I think that's a really brilliant skill to be developing. Make sure if you're having a go at telling the time at home though, you are learning analog, which is this style of clock here, and you are also learning to tell the time digitally. Because I know digital is more popular now, but analog is the original way to tell time and will still keep being used. Last week I know Danish was doing some measuring at home, and I thought this week it might be nice if you're able to measure your height or your weight, and you can maybe measure across the week and see how your height and weight fluctuate. So that means change over the week, whether there's one that changes a lot more than the other. Again, have a go, let us know what you find. Maybe present some of your results in a graph if you really want to challenge yourself. Now, we're going to do some counting and chanting of our 8 times table in a minute, but I also want to tell you that I'm going to set up a TT Rockstars challenge between 4 blue and 4 green for this week. I know last time I set up a challenge, 4 green won with a lot more points than 4 blue, so come on 4 blue, we can do better. Okay, there's a pause point here if you want to have a go at any of these now, and if not, we're going to have a go at some of our counting. Going to move this to the side so that we've got space. Okay, we're going to do our 8s. Ready? 0, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80, 88 and 96. Now you'll notice that I have written out the spellings of these numbers on the cards as well. And you might want to do that to develop those skills too. Now we'll quickly go through and make sure we chant the whole number sentence, and then it's up to you how you use that activity at home. You could create your own cards, you could write some of the answers on the back, and you can get someone to test you. Okay, off we go. 0 times 8 is 0, 1 times 8 is 8, 2 times 8 is 16, 3 times 8 is 24, 4 times 8 is 32, 5 times 8 is 40, 6 times 8 is 48, 7 times 8 is 56, 8 times 8 is 64, 9 times 8 is 72, 10 times 8 is 80, 11 times 8 is 88, and 12 times 8 is 96. And obviously, as at home, you can go back, you can miss some out, you can try to do it really fast, and you can do funny voices as well. Have fun with it. Okay, let's get on to some addition and subtraction games. Right then, I have 3 games to go through with you in this video today, and you can have a go at home. As before, the pause point is available and you can pause it either after each activity or you can pause when it suits you, but always keep coming back and having another go. As last week, I have my dice and I have my number pot as well, because I might be using them in some of the games. Don't worry if you don't have these things, I'm going to talk you through different ways around this when we look at it. So, the first game I want to introduce you to is called Odd or Even. And for this game, you need to decide if you are going to add and subtract odd numbers or even numbers. So I might decide that I would like to add even numbers. But before I do that, I am going to make a prediction. My prediction is going to be, and I've just put a P and then equals so that I know that's my prediction. If I'm adding all even digits, I predict that the answer will have all even digits. Okay? So I predict that my answer will have all even digits. And then for this game, you don't need the dice or the number pot, you just need to know your odd and even numbers. So I might choose to have 2,648 add, and I've chosen to add first. It might be you wanted to subtract and see what happens there. Add, let's have 6,022. And then I would have a go at answering that question. I would see whether or not my prediction was correct. But maybe to check it even further, I would make sure that I had tried this more than once to see whether or not I was right. Then I might want to see what happens if I subtract just even digits. What happens if I subtract a mixture of odd and even? Is there a pattern? Is there a rule? It's quite interesting once you get into it. That's game 1 or activity 1. Again, if you want to pause now, pause now. If not, we'll go on to activity 2. So, next one, we've done this in class. It's target number. So for target number, you choose a target that you are going to aim to get as close to as possible, and you can have someone play this with you at home if there's somebody available. So I might say that I want to get as close to 5,000 as possible, okay? And I'm going to try and do that through subtraction this time. So I'm going to use my number pot because my dice only goes up to 6 and this has digits 0 to 9 available in it. So from my number pot, I've got the digit 4 and I'm going to decide where to put that to get me as close to 5,000 as possible. And I've got to remember I'm subtracting. I think I might put it in my hundreds. And then if I'm playing against somebody, they would take their turn. If I'm playing myself and I'm just seeing what I get, I've picked a 3. I'm going to put that in my tens. I quite like a number that's a little bit bigger than 5 for my thousands. Oh, 7. I'm going to put that in my thousands. And 2 will go in my ones. And then my partner would do a number underneath, or I would keep playing myself. 2. Oh, now I know that 7,000 take away 2,000 gives me 5,000, so I might see if that helps me. Oh, I've got 2. Let's have 2 at once. I've got 4. Yeah, I'm going to put my 4 back in my hundreds. I've got a 7. Give it a go, putting my 7 in my tens. And let's see what I get to finish off. I don't want a pink anymore. I've had a lot of pink. Another 2. And then I would calculate that and I would see how close to 5,000 I could get to whatever my target number was. You could change your target number. You could make it so that your target number is where you start. So this number along the top is your target, and then you have to add or take away and find what other numbers you can get starting from that target. It's entirely up to you. Okay, and then there's a final game for you here. This game is called Number Bond Nonsense. And again, it's really, really good if you either don't have access to a dice or you're finding using a dice or the counters a little bit hard. But again, you use addition or subtraction. So let's say, for example, I'm going to use addition this time. I'm going to have my thousands, my hundreds, my tens, and my ones, just as before. And this time, when I choose a number, I might roll the dice for this one. I've got 6. Now I'm going to put my 6 in my hundreds column. It doesn't really matter where, but I've chosen my hundreds. And then this is where the number bond nonsense comes in, because I need to think about what number bond matches with 6 to get me to the nearest 10. So 6, and the other number bond with that would be 4, and so I'm automatically able to use a 4 and can put that anywhere in my number. Then I roll again, another 6, so I'm going to put 6 here, and then automatically I use the 4. I'm going to add it, going to roll again, and I've got a 3. So I'm going to put my 3 in here. What number goes with 3 to make 10? Oh yeah, that's it, 7. I'm going to put that in and roll again. Another 6. We all know this one. In fact, I might roll that again because I've had so many 6s. And again, a 3. So we will have 3 10s, and then we're going to match it again with 7 1s. And you can see what happens when you're using your number bonds for your addition and subtraction. Okay? Let us know. Have fun with these games. Have fun with your addition and subtraction. If you come up with your own games, email us and tell us, because then we might be able to tell some other children as well. Keep working hard, keep staying safe, and we look forward to your emails. Thank you.